Alright, we have sound. Sorry about that, Trapixia. We are back. How you doing? Ugin, oh my god. Of course they have it every time, man. Fucking nice clean 4 for 1 there. Doesn't even have to bat a frickin' eyelid. Cool, concede that one. Yay, hooray indeed. How's my sound otherwise? It says my bitrate is like pretty unstable at the moment. Is my stuff all over the place or is it okay? Like, not quite sure how that's going to work for me. Alright, so like Chalice and Dismember seem bad in this matchup. But I really like Deprive, Spreading Seas, Ashiok. All of those cards seem reasonable. Ashiok may be like a little bit greedy though, actually. Echoing Truth could be reasonable. It's probably better than Ashiok. Yeah, let's go with that. Yeah, I made a new scene so that I got this whole like new border and everything going. And sort of ran out of time. Obviously, I didn't update the microphone there, so my bad. It's a bit all over the place. You're in front of some of the cards. Yeah, I need to fix it a bit better, but as far as importing a new scene is concerned, I didn't have much of a choice there. I think if I could get like a 4:3 display for the webcam overlay, that would work better. I think this is the 16:9. Yeah. Oh well, it'll do for this stream. I've been meaning to do it for ages. So it's been done, and I can improve it for Thursday and things like that. So today we are playing Esper Merfolk. It's mostly mono blue, blue black Merfolk. So Merfolk is obviously a creature-based tribal deck. Your two main creatures in it are your Master of Pearl Trident and Lord of Atlantis. They give your other Merfolk 1/1 and Island Walk. So you can imagine if you've got like 3 of your lords on the board, all your creatures are essentially getting a 3/3 buff. Which can be pretty strong, give you a pretty aggressive clock. But obviously if your opponent's on something with Ugin and just fucking sweeps you, you're not going to do very much, right? Okay, well this one's got a reasonable clock. We'll keep it. It's possible we bottom Master of the Pearl Trident here, actually. It's between Master of the Pearl Trident or Mutavault that we bottom. Just like casting 3 is going to be pretty difficult, and manlands are really powerful. Alright, Benthid Biomancer is down. Let's just go for the clock. Try and rush it. We drew a random guy, which is okay. It's not amazing. My Trident. Death Touch enters the battlefield. You mill 2 cards and gain 2 life. Obviously, you can get cards back with your Lurus. So like self-mill isn't the end of the world here. That was kind of annoying. Just keep applying the pressure though. And he spent like 2 mana answering a creature instead of advancing his Tron lands, so I think I'm okay with that really. Oh, also I think your Amazon Prime expired. I'm not sure. You might have a chance to be my first resub though, which is pretty exciting. Alright, Opponent puts Urza's Mine into hand. That's, you know, a really good find. Alright, let's throw down a creature. Animate a Mutavault. You always have to animate the Mutavault that's underneath if you played one that turn. Attack with all creatures. Nice, aggressive clock. Opponent's on 6. Alright, no Ugin this turn. I'm very happy to see that. Walking Ballista could still be like a big issue. Thragtusk could be a little bit annoying. It really sucks we didn't hit our Spreading Seas. This is his Power Plant, so what, that gives them 6 mana now? Yeah. Wormcoil Engine, great. So if we play another Lord, all these creatures go to 4/4. Our Mutavault will get 3 buffs, so that'll be 5 damage. They'll block 5, they'll take 12, they'll be dead. Cool. Awesome. Let's go math. Alright, couldn't have written that one up better myself. We got there. Cool, cool, cool. Let's just run it back. Yeah, so essentially you've got that. They've printed new, on top of your Lords, they've printed new creatures like this Merfolk Trickster. You can cast at Flash, which means instant speed during your opponent's turn on that. And when it enters, it taps down target creature and opponent's controls, and it makes them lose all abilities until end of turn. So that's pretty strong. And I guess the only other main card to be aware of, Harbinger of Tides bounces a creature, and if you pay extra 2 mana, you can do it instant speed. But yeah, Silvergill Adept is a 2/1. When it enters, it draws you a card, which is pretty strong. Alright, we'll keep this. This is our best hand we've had against Tron yet. Hopefully we find a Spreading Seas. That would be really, really nice. Just given the fact our opponent is on Tron, right? Alright, we're versing the turn 3 Tron. I am absolutely terrified. Spreading Seas or bust. That's a bust. God damn it, man. Deprive. Right on time, my friend. Ready to counter that big spell our opponent's about to cast. Wormcoil Engine. Wow, this is not going to be an easy one for us, guys. And a map, just to, you know, go get those blast zones as well. We are so boned, man. We are so boned. Oh, that is a good find, though, actually. Alright, we'll play this. We'll name Merfolk. We'll play a Benthid Biomancer with it. We'll hold up Deprive, and we'll be able to bounce our opponent's Wormcoil Engine when they attack. We actually have a line. Yeah, we will be losing the battle long run, though. Let's see what happens. Thragtusk. Interestingly enough, I think that's less of an issue than my opponent re-resolving Wormcoil Engine. You can just loot this Benthid Biomancer as well. Wow. Alright, let's loot this Benthid Biomancer. Alright, we're doing it, guys. We're doing it. Embarrassing. So odd that our opponent didn't play into it then. I just can't attack, I can't pressure, I can't do anything here. If he gets Blast Zone, he can crack it on 1 and a 3-for-1 me there. It's pretty good value for him. It's going to make it harder for me to Harbinger of Tides if I do that as well. And it's going to make my Benthid Biomancer activation kind of pointless. It's just like digging me deeper. It was Urza's Tower. Okay, he's just going for more mana. Does that mean Walking Ballista's on its way? Oblivion Stone. It's a good find. We can deprive it though. Guess we should play Dark Slick Shores because we can actually sack a land to... Because we can get a land later on. Oh my fucking god, man. Jesus. Counter. Bounce Wonderwine Hub. So that'll fizzle one of the triggers. Animate. Put Master of the Pearl Trident down. This is like so rough right now, man. Now he wants to attack. I don't know. This is odd. I feel like I'm being sniped here. This is very odd. The way he's played his turns, very suspicious. So we can just go ahead and attack. I really don't like casting this, but I also don't have a choice. And the most awkward thing about it is I'm now going to get 5-for-1 by an Oblivion Stone if my opponent goes for the Oblivion Stone. And like, why wouldn't he? And then he just resets with it next turn with the Wormcoil Engine, and then just goes crazy. So I guess he should really attack with this Thragtusk first. Doesn't. Yeah, we are getting slapped about right now. Khan the Great Creator. Brilliant. Alright, show me Walking Ballista. I'll probably scoop. back, and yeah, that's exactly what we need. Well, obviously, like, Lurrus is just way too slow, and it's very hard to beat a turn 3 natural Worm Coil Engine while you're on Merfolk. We didn't see a single Spreading Seas. We had 2 in the deck for game 1, and then we had 4 in the deck for games 2 and 3. And we mulligan to 5 or 6 and still didn't see it. That's super unfortunate. Let's make that look a bit prettier there. Beautiful. So yeah, even though this says like 1-1, we're actually 2-1 right now. Oh, we found our opponent. Excellent. Let's jump into it. Alright, so here we are for match number 4, everyone. And we won the die roll. We're going to be on the play. We're versing Hummingbird. I have played this guy before, but as is frequent for me, I don't always remember what he's on. It does say here that he's played Death and Taxes in the last 4 days. And that sort of rings true to me, because I think that might be a pretty accurate one. Yeah, there it is. Mono white, Death and Taxes. Always yield, so we'll say yes. We'll probably tick it up to 2, and we'll probably leave it on 2. No real fooling anyone what we're on. Let's Benthed Biomancer off the Ether Vial, and then we can adapt it and grow it a little bit larger. Filter our library. Stoneforge Mystic for my opponent. Alright. Gosh, this is going to be a rough one for us if we're battling a Batterskull. We have got Harbinger of Tide, but it doesn't tap. The Germ does not tap. Trickster is a great find. Get rid of the excess land there. And we find a Darkslick Shores. We'll go ahead, we'll buff up our guy, we'll attack for a bunch. By a bunch, I mean a whole 3 points of damage. So our opponent got Giver of Runes. No Giver of Runes. Okay, we have a chance. Skyclave Apparition. Killing our Lord is really bad for us. It's just Violin a Harbinger here. Maybe like I rushed it out a little bit, but we need like some sort of tempo here. We can't just roll over and do nothing. Oh my god, could these lands bugger off right now? I have literally no need for them. It's like fake that we've got another Lord off the Ether Vial here. Trading with a Skyclave and getting like another 2-2 is sort of okay in this position as well. Alright, well, we get a little bit of damage in. We're going to need to draw some more Lords if we're going to have a shot here, though. Leonin Arbiter has entered the battlefield. Alright, opponent, big decision on his Ether Vial trigger at the moment. It's my outs to winning here. Be so much easier with a manland, I reckon. Just one Meter Vault. If I can like hit Spreading Seas into an Island Walk Lord, that puts me in a really strong spot. If he decides to attack with anything, he knows that we can bounce whatever he's doing with a Harbinger of Tides. Interesting stuff. Bring in Torporob just to deal with Skyclave Apparition. I guess Stoneforge Mystic as well. I think that's reasonable. They've got Flicker Wisp too. I think it shuts them down harder than it shuts me down. Alright, well, anyone got some wild questions? Or opponents run off to the bathroom or something? So yeah, the reason I'm accidentally playing fish right here is because I went to record a video for YouTube last night with Bogles, and updated my list, went and selected Constructed, selected my Modern League, jumped into it, and then for some reason it automatically selected a Merfolk deck instead of whatever other deck it could be doing. Interesting. Interesting. Let's bounce Skyclave Apparition and get a 2-2. This should put our opponent in a pretty tough spot. Although then he just can potentially take something else away. Maybe that was silly. Maybe I bounce the Arbiter. I think we want to wait off a turn on this one. Okay, cool. Cool. Because Apparition can exile a creature, then block a creature. He's going for the Batterskull. Jesus, man. He's been slow rolling that so much I forgot he even had it. Alright, well we kind of have to tap it down here. And now Skyclave Apparition comes in and ruins our day. We can lure us to hand and lure us to the battlefield. If he plays right, he exiles like a Harbinger, and then he blocks the illusion token here with the Skyclave. Got rid of the Benthid Biomancer. I don't think I played this one perfectly. I think I messed up. That bounce was very silly, giving him another Skyclave trigger. Like, I was thinking of the illusion token, but I wasn't thinking of the Ether Vial on 3. There's the ghost quarter. Alright, get that value of yours, opponent. Get it on down. Alright, doesn't look like he's going for it. Hell yeah. We can't block or else Giver of Runes just gives protection. Yes, we kinda can. This card's so frustrating. It's such a powerful effect. Alright, let's pass the turn and look for a really good interaction next turn, I suppose. And then look to like basically counter strike them after their attack step. Sure. So annoying, like with just one Lord, we can actually, you know, block profitably here. And because we don't have it, we're just in such a rough spot. See what he does. If he has Skyclave Apparition or Flicker Wisp, he can get a very clean effect here. Okay, he can just give it protection. Gotcha. Okay, well, whatever this garbage is can get blocked. How do I get rid of that shit? How come I can't get rid of that crap? I don't know. I don't know. So we just like lost all our creatures then. There it is. Block. Cool. Get rid of that rubbish stuff. Here comes the Lurus. Wow, you've already got the fucking Skyclave? Are you shitting me, man? Go to hell, dude. Cool. He literally just had it all this game. It didn't matter our lines. Like, holy shit. Absolutely just slapped around the place. Alright, Tulparob's gonna be good here. I mean, Echoing Truth is pretty medium. Spreading Seas seems kind of medium. Chalice seems mostly bad. It might be okay, actually. Because, like, Chalice can answer Path to Exile and protect our creatures. I'm not sure what Spreading Seas attack... Like, getting Island Walk is important off the Spreading Seas, though. And we can deny Skyclave Apparitions if we're doing that. Might want to take out some Harbinger of Tides if we're bringing in Torpor. It loses a lot of value. I think Maya Trident is fine. It makes activations of Giver of Runes a little bit more difficult for my opponent as well. We'll just do something like that. Chalice is either going to be pretty good or absolutely awful. Cool. Keep. This is like literally what we didn't have access to last game. This deck actually has power. This hand has power. This has value. Last game we had like one good creature and it got Skyclaved and then we never drew another. That's what we get for trying to race. But we're on to game 2. Looking for bigger and better things, such as missing our land drops. Perfect stuff. There's the Stoneforge Mystic. Rip. How am I supposed to beat this? This is so awkward. We miss our land drop and we're pretty much just screwed as a result. No. Way, man. I'm supposed to put that on planes. I don't know why it selected my own land then. I swear I clicked on the planes. Okay, good times. At least our hand has got good stuff going for it, right? And like now we don't have Island Walk either. This is so dumb. Might be able to get a good play with my Trident here. Of course, he's curving out perfectly land-wise. Let's try to tap this down. If my opponent goes for the active, we can then Maya Trident and block. And then we can look to unload double Lord attack. And we're just dodging Skyclaves at that point. And allowing our opponent to either play a 5th land and active this or do whatever else he wants to do. That, or he can return it to hand for 3 mana and then reactivate it with the Stoneforge. It's essentially the same mana cost. Alright, here comes Skyclave to tear us a new one. Flicker Wisp, not as bad. Guess he goes after his own Batterskull. Great. Why do we even work hard for stuff, guys? Oh, holy crap, dude. Alright. Germ number 2 taken care of. Oh god, what's he putting in? A second Giver of Runes? How the fuck are we supposed to beat this now? This is insane. Giver of Runes is just way too strong a card, man. Maybe, like, if I had my Island Walk by putting the Spreading Seas on my opponent's land, I'd have a chance, but somehow we misclicked. That is not Spreading Seas. Let's Silvergill Adept off the Ether Vial, looking for Spreading Seas. It's literally the only card that can win us this game. We like can't even attack them. Maybe instead of putting Lurrus to hand, we can adapt the Benthid Biomancer there, actually. It's probably better. So stupid. Get ready for Sword of Fire and Ice as well. Yep, there he is. We've actually got a really good board presence, but it's just not even going to matter. We have no way to deal with artifacts properly here. And Giver of Runes is just way too free. Alright, take 9. Guess technically we're taking 11 there. We'll take this up. Piss off. Violin Lurrus. Get back Maya Trident because it digs us the deepest. No, we can't cast that. We don't have black mana. Oh, we can cast Spreading Seas here though. That works. Okay, that's pretty good. Guess attack for 1,000,000, but it's not going to matter. He probably has the Skyclave as well. Opponent currently on 29. And taking 22 damage here and just killing us. So Unlucky. Yeah, if we didn't mess up that earlier ether vial somehow, we would have at least gone to a game 3 there. Messing up that ether vial, as the spreading sea, sorry, completely lost us the game in that spot. Alright, so we're 2-2 now, going into match number 5 with a deck that is probably about 3 months old, out of date, and was built on a budget. Obviously, I don't have Force of Negations or Brazen Borrowers, which would probably be staple on a list like this. Which is pretty sad on my part. I'm sure there could be some tightening up done around the sideboard as well. Only 2 pieces of Graveyard Hate is not enough. Upgrade to Fatal Push or some extra copies of Dismember as well. So far, I haven't got like a single match where Chalice of the Void has been good, and we've got 4 of those in the main deck as well, which is super upsetting. And like a lot of matches, if it was a removal spell or an extra fish or something, would be in a better spot. Even the extra spreading seas in some of these matchups would have been better than the Chalice has been. Literally 0 matches where I've wanted that card game 1. I think I've sideboarded it out like every match. This is what you get for playing a lazy list. Alright, here we are for match number 5, everyone. Versing Star 550. We lost the die roll and henceforth gonna likely be on the draw. He has indeed chosen the play. Urian deck. Get ready for a Hate Bears matchup here, people. Obviously, we have 1 colorless mana in hand, so this needs to be mulliganed. I'd really like to see an aggressive hand with Aether Vial here. Lots of Lords, maybe 1 card advantage thing, like 1 Silvergill Adept. I don't really think I want to start the game with like Harbinger or Tricksters in hand. Opponent keeping a 7. Alright, this will do. We'll keep it. Alright, do we think this is the matchup for Chalice of the Void? It's just so likely to be a Hate Bears deck, and then we won't want the Chalice of the Void, so we'll get rid of it. Prismatic Vista. Oh god, is it Bant Stoneblade? Did we make a terrible decision because they have Path to Exile? Alright, it's Bant. It is so Bant. Drix is a good draw. And we've got Master of the Pearl Trident here, which is nice. Oh, this is... Nah, this isn't Bant. This is, Niv Mizzet Reborn. That's what it is. They're playing Niv Mizzet Reborn. Which is great, because they have sweepers from at 3 and 4 mana. Things like Oath of Kara as well. I think on the play we'd probably dominate this. On the draw it's possible, but I don't think guaranteed. Hello, can we tick up? Thank you. Alright, Silvergill Adapt seems reasonable here, so we'll just Silvergill Adapt, reveal the Banthed Biomancer, draw a card. There he is. There he is. There's our friend, Mr. Chalice of the Void. Who needs Spreading Seas when you can have Chalice of the Void, people? Alright, you're running out that Oath of Kaya now, opponent? Pretty sure they're like Red Sweeper as instant speed as well. Perfect. Alright, there's our friend, Oath of Kaya. Terrorizing us. Absolutely terrifying us. Maya Triton. What a draw. Alright, we'll attack for 3. See what response our opponent does. Alright, they just put that in front. That's fine. We'll let that happen. Get an island, opponent. You don't have blue mana yet. Get an island. Supreme Verdict. Omnath. Scary stuff. Oh, we milled 2 dead cards there. That's good. Got rid of a Vial and a Chalice. Let's leave this on 2. Fuck off, man. What a load of crap. Let's attack our opponent for 8. Then we can Trickster down the Omnath before he gets any land triggers off of it. And that leaves us super weak to Supreme Verdict, but what can we do? We can't have him gain 1,000,000 life. That would just be game ending. Alright, opponent concedes. We actually get there. Look at us go. Alright, guess what, people? Chalice of the Void, it's coming out. I'm so sorry. Torpor Orb can come in. Deprive actually seems pretty strong here. Deprive can come in. Spreading Seas seems kind of weak, but we might need like a copy or 2 to get Island Walk. Overall, it probably just isn't good enough, I don't think. Random Echoing Truth. No, Tormod's Crypt is probably better than Echoing Truth here. And maybe I'll go like double Tormods over one of my Harbinger of Tides. Great. So we got the old 5-lander, people. What do you think? Shall we keep it? Get out of here. Alright, I guess we keep this one. I'll ditch a Cavern of Souls. And we can get into it. The top of our library is going to have to help us this time. I'm not going to lie, people. Not gonna lie. Amazing draw. You know what's better than 1 Ether Vial, 2 Ether Vials in a hand with 1 creature that has flash? God, what are the magic gods doing to me tonight? This is ridiculous, man. Assassin's Trophy. I mean, yeah. Cool. I'll take it. I'll take that. Opponent wants to ramp me? Yep. Thank you very much. Alright, well, we can't really commit a guy to the board properly here, so let's just hold up Deprive. Is he going for another trophy? Yuri into hand. Alright, well, Yuri into hand makes a little bit more sense. It's not really going to get them very much value. We'll always yield here, and we'll just say yes for this turn. What a hand, man. What a hand. I hope everyone's extremely fearful of this high power hand here. So we can like Benthid Biomancer end step, adapt and get rid of the island for a fresh card. And hold up Deprive, hold up Trickster. Cool. Alright, we've drawn something. I like it. I like it a lot. Another Trickster. Let's get in for 2. And pass turn. Niv Mizzet. Cool card. Deprive Areno. Has my opponent got Mystical Dispute here? That'd suck. Alright, what's he getting? All they got was a Bring to Light? I mean, that's okay. Look at those lands they just filtered past. Unlucky for them. Batterskull. That means they've got a Stoneforge Mystic package. I think it's probably time to tick this one up. That's not bad. So any future Niv Mizzets aren't going to cause ETBs. A Trickster also won't cause an ETB, but I think overall, like the Urian too, that's not going to cause an ETB. We know they have Urian in hand here. And they're on 7. We've got good damage. They've gifted us Island Walk. We can flash in a creature and go for gold. So has everyone been looking at the new spoilers yet? What are we thinking of this Strixhaven set so far? I think it's scary and it's reminding me of Throne of Eldraine. Maybe not quite as strong. But there's a lot of powerful effects that are being printed there. And it's pretty terrifying, honestly. Bring to Light with 5. Yep. What are we getting with this Bring to Light opponent? Strangely enough, I think the biggest winner is probably going to be humans out of it all. Exile all creatures and planeswalkers with converted mana cost of 3 or less from the battlefield, and all planeswalkers with converted mana cost 3 or less from graveyards. And all creatures and planeswalkers with CMC 3 or less from the graveyards as well. Okay, cool. I love that he's got this anti-Lurrus tech here. That's good quality, I tell you. Good quality right there. Tricks it down. That's so sad. That is so annoyingly sad right there. I don't really think it speeds our clock up anyway. So just go ahead and attack for 2. You can Violin the Lurrus and do whatever you want after that. I suppose within reason. Why not attacks? Interesting. Alright, we'll end-step the Lurrus. If he has Kaya's Guile, we'll sack the Trickster. He's just got like a burn spell or some crap. Lightning Helix. The deck does play Lightning Helix. There he is. No wonder why he's being so carefree with his life total. And the counter spell, the kill spell, what are we doing? Not sure how we're winning here. Not sure how we're winning. After my opponent just gaining 7 life like that, that's gonna be tough. Alright, we're dead to Lightning Helix because I'm sure as hell not blocking. Sure, whatever. Let's uptick that. Cool. Alright, we get a game 3. Dismember doesn't even kill this stupid creature. I guess it comes out. Harbinger can come back in. Spreading Seas can come back in. I don't really like it. Ashiok might actually be okay here. Does shut off our Lurus though. If we can shut off their fetch lands, we can deny a lot. Where's that Harbinger? That can go back out. And we might just -2 and bring in the Lurus as well. Lurus is just a very powerful card. Alright, let's go for it. Nice 7 with Ether Vial and some Lords. Let's go. Something where we curve out like perfectly would be absolutely swell. Because we don't have any force negations to counter these Bring to Lights. We've got a couple of Deprives and that's it. It's a very budget list. Seems like a keep. A little bit slow, but I guess we've got some good stuff in here. So let's try and make it work or something, question mark. It is literally the last land drop we want to see this game. We don't want to see a single extra land after this one. And we jinx ourselves. Go team. Randomly in their 5-color deck, they're running Fatal Push for some reason. Seems very odd. I also revealed the wrong land there, but not sure how much it's going to matter here. Alright, my Trident, that's something. If we can resolve this Torpor Orb, that's going to be really nice for us. Fucking Rain in the 6. Great. You know what card looks really shit against Renner 6? I'll give you a guess. White. Does that just scream Kaya's Guile to you, or does that just scream Kaya's Guile to you? So fucking annoying right now. I just can't stick a creature to the battlefield. Fatal Push. Doesn't even need the Kai's Guile. Pass the turn. So, like, until they deal with the Master of the Pale Trident, Ren and 6 can't pick off Maya Trident, so we're just gambling that they don't have the answer for both of them. I sort of got a read on Kaya's Guile before, so my opponent cast Kaya's Guile. Obviously, we sack the Maya Trident, and then Master of the Pale Trident doesn't die to Ren and 6 active. We have another Master of the Pale Trident here to do some stuff. Yeah, that's about it, really. I mean, we're literally at mercy of what our opponent's doing. So they've successfully navigated till turn 5 here, or to their turn 5 here, to rather. And they're missing either red or blue mana from casting Niv Mizzet, but if and when they do that, they're not going to get the ETB because Torporob's doing its thing. Cool. Cast a guy. We got some sort of counterspell for creatures now. Right now, if we had Ashiok on the battlefield, obviously they can't sack and search there. They can still sack it, they just won't get the search effect. Why? Okay. That value, people. Look at the value of Kaya's Guile, people. Get rid of Ren and 6. Get that stupid thing off the table. They probably have a second one, though. They sack a creature, exile our graveyard, get a 1/1 flyer, and gain 4 life. I can't believe that people slept on that card for as long as they did. I really can't. Alright, so we take a little bit of damage. What's next, opponent? What are you doing, second man? So obviously we've currently got 12 damage on the field. As long as we keep all our guys, we'll be in a good spot. The more of them they remove, the more precarious our spot obviously becomes. They could just play like a Niv Mizzet for clock purpose here. They could like play Bring to Light into Supreme Verdict and absolutely slap us. So they fetch for a Triome during their own turn. How hard is it to tap your bloody mana, man? Okay, and you go to my turn instead. Roger. Okay. Put him to 5. I'm not upset about that. Maybe my opponent was trying to like bring to light, but they didn't have the colors or something. Cool. I guess I need a double black. Oh, here it fucking comes. Get ready for it. Jesus, man. Cool. The one time that a creature followed a creature. Lord of Atlantis to the graveyard. And there's the fucking island. Get out of range of lightning helix. Does not matter, people. Does not matter. Well, good news is my opponent might clock themselves at this rate. So, you know. OP. Bring to light for 4. I mean, what could you possibly be getting for 4 when your creatures are at 5 mana? This makes very little sense to me. Omnath. Okay, this makes a lot more sense to me. We're just not winning this game. It's just not fucking worth it. Our opponent's going to slow roll for fucking 4 minutes for another turn or 2. And not much is going to happen from it. Alright, so what didn't I like from this deck? Oh, we're on the wrong scene. I might need to change the screen here. Where's my magic online? Okay, cool. Done. What didn't I like here? I made it very abundantly clear that I really don't like the Chalice of the Void here. We probably want like more removal than what we have as well. And sideboard wise, let's just go a little bit like that. Need more graveyard hate. Not sure if we want Torpor Orb or not. Like, it's sort of nice against hate bears, but pretty awful everywhere else. We definitely want, like, Brazen Borrower. Instead of these Echoing Truths, which are pretty weak. So, we definitely want Force of Negation. Probably, like, a couple in the main deck. Nick off a Chalice. Chalice is probably fine in the sideboard for like blue-red prowess if you put it on 1 or 2. Probably on 1 to stop their removal spells. It's probably fine. I think we had too many copies of Harbinger of Tides, but I'm not sure what replaces them in this spot here. Maybe we can have a couple of copies of Curse Catcher or something if we're doing this particular list with black in it. Dismember was what I wanted though, right? Alright, so we'll put like 1 more copy of Force in the sideboard. Go ahead, Dismember to the sideboard as a one-off. Like a Fatal Push, something like that, one of these effects. We can just like get rid of our Deprives and maybe something like that is a better list. Alright. Oh wait, we're missing cards out of the deck actually. That one there. That one there, and that gives us 2 sideboard slots, so we can add 1. Add 1, yeah, maybe that. There's a lot of graveyard decks like dredge decks running about, so having lots of Tormod's Crypts or like Soul Guide Lantern is probably a better one. Relic of Progenitus even. I think Merfolk traditionally does quite well with Relic. Alright, so something like that. So that's going to be it for the league, guys. Everyone watching on YouTube, be sure to let me know what you think. All that good stuff. Other than that, have a great day. I'll see you next time. Alright, everyone watching on Twitch, I'll be right back. I'm just running to the bathroom real quickly. And I'll run an ad break while I'm doing that. Alright, so sorry about that, guys. Cool. So we need content for YouTube, so we're going to go ahead and do that now. That content is Bogles. Because that is the YouTube channel I run. So get this all organized nicely, and then we can get into a deck tech. Alright. What is going on, everyone? It is Foul Play here. We're back for another Modern League with Bogles. Sorry about not getting the recording out for yesterday. But yeah, I just entered the league with a different deck, and then there wasn't much I could do. I didn't have the time to record a whole league and all of that. But yeah, here we are now. So I was mostly happy with how my deck performed over last weekend, where I got like 2 4-1s in a row with the list. That was like real-time 4-1s as well. So really pleased with that. But I have, however, decided to tinker in the name of science and change some things up. So I got rid of the 2 Spirit Mantles for 2 All That Glitters. I didn't really feel like the evasiveness was that super necessary. And All That Glitters obviously offers you copies 5 and 6 of Ethereal Armor, essentially. Because of that, I upped my Griff Spoon by 1, so it went from 3 to 4, and my Spider Umbra went from 3 down to 2 copies. Other than that, we still got play sets of the usual Ethereal Armor, Hyena Umbra, Rancor, and Daybreak. We got 3 copies of the Sentinel's Eyes, 2 copies of the Path, and 3 copies of Core. Hey Pay, how you doing, man? How's your day been? What's going on? Just waking up, I assume? Sideboard wise, we've still got the Decide in there for Heliod combo. The Rest in Peace in there for graveyard type decks. Move that down there, make it easier. Seal of Primordium is a recurable artifact and enchantment destruction effect via Lurus. We've then got the 2 Force of Vigors, 3 Gadok Teeg for Tron, and the 4 Leyline of Sanctities for good measure. Alright, let's get into a league, guys. Now it wants me to play the Azura's deck. Oh god, man. Don't do this to me, Magic Online. What are you doing to me, man? Alright. So we'll jump in, we'll hit play. Change this to that. Cool. And I'll just save and export a deck list, and we'll be good to get started. Oh, and then I have to update my Stream Decker as well. Gotcha. Cool, that is updated. And update stream info. No, it's 13 p.m. here, so it's about 1 p.m. here, but you finish the class right now. Okay, cool. So is that you done for the day and you've gone home now, Pay? Alright, here we are for match number 1, everyone. We lost to Dyrol versus Ice. And that means we're going to be on the draw. I think this is a little weak for a hand on the draw. I'm going to mulligan it and look for something with a hexproof creature. This obviously looks better. We'll bottom a Grispoon and we'll get into it. Keep the double hexproof creature there in case we're versing a Thoughtseize deck. They're not that common at the moment, but you always want to play around it. Alright, looks like we're versing Amulet Titan. We draw Rancor, which is good aggressive card. Excuse me. Usually in this matchup I like to keep my flying secret for as long as possible, as long as I can. Opponent with Amulet into Castle into Explore, and they potentially get to play a third land here. Turn Timber, got it. Alright, that's mostly tame turn. These auras are like super iffy though. We have no totem armor here. And our most aggressive aura is Rancor, which is fine, but you want it backed up with Ethereal Armor or Daybreak Coronet. A virtual class? Yeah, sweet. Studying from home is the way. When I was at university here, going back like 5 years, I would have loved to have studied from home. That would have been amazing. It's not something our lecturers really wanted to allow that much. They wanted people in person so that they felt like they were teaching an actual class, things like that. Okay, Summoner's Pact. Azusa. Anyone else think we're dead here? Primeval Titan, getting those lands in untapped, activating that Slayer's Stronghold, getting that haste, attacking for 1,000,000. Oh, buddy. Not a bad turn 3. Not a bad turn 3 on the play. I mean, even if we were on the play, we didn't have a chance here. We're just like dead as. What were you studying again, Pay? Because I remember you work as a lifeguard, right? In Spain. But I can't remember what you said you were studying. You said you volunteered doing some coaching for soccer, though, for younger players. I'm not sure. Is soccer locked down over there? Is like exercise locked down in Spain? But yeah, when I was at university, I actually did Bachelor of Health Sciences. I was wanting to go into physiotherapy, and then my grades just weren't good enough, so I pretty much gave up on that lot. Accepted that wasn't going to happen. God. Goodness gracious. I mean, maybe if we rip like Daybreak Coroner off the top and he doesn't have access to Dryad of Elysian Grove, maybe, but he probably preempts that. Gets Summoner's Pact here off of the Talaria West. And then transmutes it for a second. Yeah, second gets it off the gets the Summoner Pact off the Talaria West. Then he needs to 4 mana, and then he can Dryad of Elysian Grove next turn, which will all be fine and easy. Continue to train your children with soccer, but now you're doing a course of unemployment on web development. Okay. Web development's sweet. I mean, I can't say I really understand web coding or anything like that, or any sort of coding. I've seen people designing websites before, and it's a whole bunch of numbers and letters that don't make a bunch of sense to me. Don't make any sense whatsoever. Daybreak or bust. Cool. I don't want to show my opponent anything more. We're very obviously dead here. Alright, let's fix up this display. Alright, so all the cards we want. We want our Artifact and Enchantment Destruction that comes in. We want Decide that also kills our opponent's Dryad of Elysian Grove. Dryad of Elysian Grove is a big problem in this matchup. And that's all for cards to bring in. I mean, then we need to look at cards to side out, and there's not actually that much we want to side out. I actually think usually we want like Evasion here, but I actually think Griffspoon's probably our weakest aura. Then like a Sentinel's Eyes, and then maybe Decide's just a little bit weak and slow. And oh, we've sided out too many. What's going on? Alright, Griffspoon, sorry, Sentinel's Eyes and Decide can come back in, and that's fine. We'll run that one. Are there any particular sort of sites you want to design, Pay? So that thing is sort of annoying me. Oh, can I not adjust that at the moment? Or is that because I've got that in there? Yeah, haha. Alright, we make it bigger there. Look at us go. We're working it out. I've been trying for ages to convert everything. We need a mulligan this, no forest. Trying for ages to convert everything over to Streamlabs so that I can dual screen on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And it's not quite worked out the best. I've been running into a whole bunch of issues, like trying to convert things across and everything. But I think we're finally there. I think we're finally at a spot where I've worked everything out. Okay, so this isn't too bad. We mulligan to 6, bottom the Dryad Arbor. We've got a 2-land hand here with Bogle, Vigilance, Totem Armor, and Seal of Primordium, which can destroy either Amulet or Dryad of Elysian Grove. So hand is good. See what it does for us. Opponent has mulligan to 5. The main thing I need to do with this whole overload right now is I need to switch to a narrower camera frame and things like that. Because as it is, and then I need to restack the whole like sub and everything. Could probably stack that on top of itself and make it look a little bit clean. Good find. It's most mana efficient to all that glitters here, so that's what I'm doing. If we draw a land next turn, we can Sentinel's Eyes plus Seal of Primordium, which is pretty good, or Spider Umbra plus Seal of Primordium, which means attack for 4. So we sort of missed out on 1 point of damage this turn, but we should hopefully get it back next turn while playing safely. Alright, we'll just draw Rancor. Rancor seems good. So we had Rancor, we'll go Spider Umbra, and we'll attack. Guess my opponent can have Force of Vigor here. Need a... Actually, playing Spider Umbra is bad if he has the Force of Vigor. I should have played the Sentinel's Eyes over the Spider Umbra there, I think. Just to really weaken down that Force of Vigor. Alright, we'll attack. Hopefully he doesn't block. If he does block, we can sack and kill the Dryad of Lycian Grove in response. If not, we get that one extra juicy point of damage in. Destroy that Dryad. I'm not stupid. It's not staying on the battlefield. Definitely not. Summoner's Pact, sure. Primeval Titan, sure. Okay, so you get a big fat prime time. You get 2 extra lands. You probably need to bounce the Castle Garenbrig. He's not played a land yet this turn. He's also not played an amulet or anything. So probably bounce land and Talaria West would be my guess. Or maybe he just gets like Valakut and... Oh, Radiant Fountain's an interesting one. Okay, fair play. And then he can replay the Radiant Fountain. Gain an extra 2. Sure. That's annoying. Attack our opponent all the way down to 1. I'd like to hold up to side for Dryad of the Lycian Grove, but just having a creature which is big enough to block Primeval Titan here is pretty good. Putting my opponent to 1 is pretty good. Just 2 copies of Radiant Fountain. There's that much Paris running about, apparently. I haven't versed it in like 3 or 4 leagues, but apparently it's still warranted, all the Radiant Fountains. Sure, I would love to block that, opponent. I would love to block that. Almost just punish because my opponent had the Dryad again. If they play a land here, we're just dead. Dead to Valakut triggers. There it is. Alright. Opponent is too skilled for us. We could have held up to side there, but then like we can't really attack well. I guess the play was hold up to side. Finally hitting our 3rd land drop there, man. That land drop and curving out would have made such a difference then. That's pretty feels bad. So like there, if Spirit Link, if All That Glitters was Spirit Mantle, we would have the protection from creatures. We might have missed out on like 4 or 5 points of damage in our attacks throughout the course of the game. We would have been able to hold up to side though. And we would have been able to decide the Dryad of Lycian Grove in response to it going off. with the Valakuts and fizzled all the triggers. So we would have won that then. That is so annoying that Decide was the card we drew, not Force of Vigor. Alright, so we won the die roll versing. Well, I'll let you guys read that one. We got this hand at 7. I think it's a keep. It's not amazing, but double all that glitters can be kind of quick. We've got Path to Exile interaction as well. I mean, like, it's a nice, reasonable hand. Definitely not amazing, though. Misty Rainforest, you got it. Hey, now this hand's looking pretty spicy. Not a bad draw. Triome Land? Triome Land. Looks like maybe we're versing Jeskai Stoneblade. Be my first assumption. Maybe it's an Omnath deck. Oh, actually, we have an MTG bot here to give us the lowdown of what's happening. Okay, so it looks like the Escape Shift deck that was running around for a while there. Playing Tameo, Collector of Tales? Interesting. That's very interesting. I think we just ignore Ren and 6, attack our opponent. So Growth Spiral will savor the moment. What the hell is that? Take an extra turn after this one. Skip an untap step of that turn. Alright, so this is taking turns. Roger. They've got Teferi at 3 mana. They've got Save It. They've got Path. I'm not seeing a whole bunch of counter magic here. We don't quite kill them if we Daybreak, so I guess we just Rancor, attack, put them nice and low, and then hold up Path for, like, Omnath. It's kind of annoying we lost Ren and 6 there, because now it meant that we couldn't Rancor plus Daybreak and attack and deal a bunch. So I guess if we killed Ren and 6, we would have converted the 5 damage across and onto our opponent this turn via casting the extra aura. Oh god. Oh god. Watch out for the jank, people. It'll get you. Hey, opponent concedes. It doesn't get you. Alright, so we need to be worried about Supreme Verdict, Timely Reinforcement, Cleansing Wildfire, Ether Gust. Still, regardless of everything, I think Gadok Tegu is going to be pretty good against their deck. Fires of Invention. You cannot cast spells during your turn, and you can cast no more than 2 spells. Or you can cast spells only during your turn, and you can cast no more than 2 spells a turn. When you cast a spell with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of lands you control without paying its mana cost. I think mostly we just want to be pretty streamlined against what they're doing. They don't have a whole lot. Yeah, I don't see much we want here. Actually, Rest in Peace could be a consideration. It only shuts off their Renin 6 though, so I don't think that's enough reason to want it. Interesting. Oh, these hands, man. Let's mulligan. Opponent keeping a 7-card hand. Only aura is Daybreak. Good 5. It's better than what we had. Bottom land, bottom path. I guess maybe Rest in Peace is better than Path to Exile. Maybe not. Aura could be really annoying for us. Man, what is with this Gadok T? Go away, dude. Don't really have much purpose for you being here. Renin 6 every time. Here I actually think I'm going to kill the Renin 6. My hand's kind of slow. I want to strain my opponent's mana or make them tap an extra 2 mana to play another one. The next turn is likely Teferi Time Raveler. Or I guess Timely Reinforcements. There's old Ren. Jesus, man. Alright, let's get rid of it again. I'm not going to attack a third Renin 6. This will do me. Gadok T turns them off of like casting so much of their deck. Growth Spiral doesn't stop that. Opponent concedes the game. Look, Gadok T is too good, people. The amount of free games that card gets you is absolutely crazy. Alright, GG's chat, GG's. See if I can pull up the list for you guys. I mean, it's sort of hard. It was a weird list. I mean, I guess if you want to look at the list, you can look at it in chat, actually. That's probably easiest, right? Just click the MTG Goldfish link that's in chat and you'll be able to see it. So, like, how was everyone's weekend? We had a 4-day Easter weekend last weekend, and that was really good here in Australia. Went down to the shack with my girlfriend and down at Normanville. Her grandparents had a shack, so we went down there for half a day and a night and things like that. And that was a lot of fun. Really nice weather down there. Got a nice cool breeze and everything. Absolutely packed. So many people driving to the beach, driving to the river for Easter though. Everyone just wanting to get out of their house. Other than that, we went and found a really nice winery as well. What was the name of it? Cobb's Hill Estate. I've actually got a bottle of their sparkling Shiraz. It was very, very nice. Never been there before. It's actually only like a 10 to 15 minute drive from my house even. We're just doing a bit of exploring with a couple of friends of ours and stumbled upon the place. Definitely going back. That much is certain. Okay, well, looks like we found the match here. Alright, so match number 3 versus Delphar, and we won the Daryl, which means we're going to be on the play. Says my opponent is currently 2-2, so he's fighting for those play points right now. This is not a hand we can keep though, so we're going to mulligan it. And no lander is no good either. Alright, we'll keep this one. Bottom Spirit Dancer, bottom Daybreak, keep the rest. Hope we're versing Prowess. You never know. This hand's actually decent against Prowess, you know. Alright. Ethereal Armor. Does it resolve? I'm going to be so sad if my opponent Force of Negations this. Thought Scour. Alright. Target me. I was going to say Grixis Death Shadow, and now I'm confused. He has, however, thinned the top of our library. Fuck off, man. Jesus. That's rough, man. That is real rough. This is just a blue-black control deck. I don't like that. These decks scare me. Why, yeah, why have enchantments in your deck, chat? Why have enchantments in your deck? Yikes. How are we ever resolving any spells this game now? Now they've got, they're just going to hold up Drown in the Lock, and we're not going to be able to resolve anything. Alright, I guess we Spirit Dancer, see what they do. Then we can Griffspoon, get a draw. Griffspoon, pretty reasonable card to draw here. So you got the Drown in the Lock as well. Show me what you got, opponent. Alright. We're smacking in, team. Let's go. What is with that fetch? You have me terrified. Petty theft. Alright, what's the response to Daybreak? Have we got the Force of Negation? Snapcaster Spell Snare. That's better than it getting forced. Then we can look to like Luris and recast Daybreak if we draw an extra land. We are working so absurdly hard to try and stick a second enchantment to the battlefield. Or even just that first enchantment. We have to work so hard for this. It's insane. Do we bait the Brazen Borrowed chump block? The Pirate John, welcome back, man. How's your day been? Has much happened since last week, man? This is like really weird spot at the moment. I think let's not overcomplicate. We'll just try to cast Hyena Umbra. We'll just try to attack. About to jump in the shower, so don't talk to you for a minute. All good, man. Fight that good hygiene fight. There's that force of negation, people. Can we resolve Aluris? Is that getting drowned and locked? Fucking Archmage's Charm. Well, he can't cast Brazen Borrower now, chat. Let's get in. Any enchantment off the top. Let's go. Any enchantment. Preferably first strike. Great. Cool. I'm not attacking into Brazen Borrower. That's just not happening. Opponent probably flashes it in now so they can attack with Creeping Tar Pit and then leave the Brazen on defense. Big old yikes right now. Daybreak for the win. Oi, oi, oi. So it almost looks like they draw a spell as well, because they didn't even activate the Creeping Tar Pit to attack. They're just doing Snapcaster Mage attacks. I think that's confusing. Doesn't make much sense to me. Even if we resolve this, we don't have the toughness to attack. We're just looking to block. Where are those manland beasts? We got one right here in the graveyard. The Horizon Canopy. I knew he was holding up something. Fucking Drown and Lock. Stupid card. You should not have a counterspell with something that deals with permanents. Both those things should not be on one card. I am going to continue to harp on that until they never do the same mistake again. So stupid. Oh, opponent gives us Sentinel's Eyes. Thank you, opponent. Thank you very much. I mean, I'm not happy about that Daybreak Coronet hitting the graveyard, but the rest of it, hell yeah. Alright, we're going to full. Play a Spirit Dancer. Please resolve Mr. Spirit Dancer. How do we win with draws like this? So obviously we can get Sentinel's Eyes back from the graveyard. We don't want to show our opponent that though. Honestly, that should not have gone that poorly. We're going to bring in our Rest in Peace. We're probably going to take out our Path to Exiles. Maybe a Spirit Dancer. We lose like a lot of Luris value with like Rest in Peace, but we're not always going to draw Rest in Peace, right? Also, we have to be worried about like Engineered Explosives a little bit from the sideboard, but I don't think we can do much about that. Let's just run it. We do have 6 slots of Totem Armor. It's just if our opponent has Luris to reoccur them, but he doesn't because Brazen Borrower, right? Keep. Where was this hand last game? Holy smokes, this is where it's at. Opponent mulligans to 5. You love to see it. Risk of being a salty boy. You love to see it. Alright, get out there, Scout. Get ready to wage a war. Our opponent's also just randomly playing Spell Snare, which really is not that good at the moment, and it's a little bit confusing. I'm actually a bit stupid here. I'm playing into Liliana of the Veil. I'm going to kick things off with Hyena Umbra. That just hard resolves, so I'm going to go for Ethereal Armor. In any other spot there, I'd be going for Griffbone, but because he's just 6 through the turn, very obviously, I know that I can get that extra point in. Resolve that Ethereal Armor. It's a good one. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I played this so badly. Let's rest in peace. Let's play straight into that Liliana of the Veil that we can't avoid. Get that 5 damage. If we sequence that the other way, I knew as soon as I cast the Griffspoon I made the wrong decision. We should have an extra 2 damage on our opponent and on the clock here. Alright, that's a good draw. Commit. Big old attack. And yeah, obviously lures to hand. Opponent's doing whatever he's doing. Have you got the explosives? Opponent concedes. Alright, too good for them. Alright, anything we want to change sideboarding wise after seeing all of that? Not really. Let's run it back. Cool. Good 7. We'll keep this as well. I won't throw away my Dried Arbor this time. I'll leave my Windswept Heath in hand until like the last possible spot. I guess actually we could get pretty blown out by Thoughtseize here, which is not something we've seen in games 1 or 2. Alright, find the scout. You love to see it. Cling to Dust to draw a card. I don't think people should be playing Cling to Dust anymore. There's not that many graveyard decks. It seems a little bit greedy to me. There's the Mana Leak. The Shark Typhoon. Okay. Cycling for 0. Cool. Wow, look at those draws, people. Look at those draws. Scary stuff right now. Well, we'll attack. We're under like 0 pressure, so we just play out a Bogle, pass the turn. Play nice and slow. Cling to Dust does not have any good targets here. Alright. Gets rid of that Shark Typhoon. You got it, opponent. Just leave this Windswept Heath uncracked for Dried Arbor if we need it in a pinch. That can just stay there indefinitely though. Hey, nothing, bro. That's more like it. Alright, what's the response to Spirit Dancer? Opponent could, like, go for a cryptic command here as well. Oh, he does not like this one. Probably Archmage's Charm. Counter draw. Question is, do I take this time to resolve my other Spirit Dancer? Opponent could go like land push explosives and then we're in a bad spot. But then we still kill them. Alright, I think resolving Spirit Dancer here is fine. So we now facing Cryptic Command lock stuff. That's a card. Play around Petty Theft, I suppose. Alright, attack for butt ton. We'll get Cryptic down. Cryptic tap down. Returning his Snapcaster Mage to his hand. That's smart. I respect that. It's a very underutilized mode of Cryptic. Opponent's still back against the wall. He needs to draw a land here. Opponent concedes. Alright, they must have missed their land drop. Go team. Go Lucky Bogle Brigade. I will take it. I'll take it. I'll take the play points. We'll do that. Alright, so currently 2-1. So far, I don't think I've seen many circumstances where I prefer All That Glitters to Spirit Mantle, which is sad, because I was so excited to try and include All That Glitters again. I've got another 2 matches to change my mind, but at the moment, I think I'm just going to revert the deck. Yikes, this will be a test. Versing Coco. And it says here my opponent is currently 2-1. Last seen a month ago on Heliod Company. We lost the die roll, which means we're going to be on the draw. And we've got a no creature hand here. What was the deck before? It was just blue-black control. The card before? What do you mean by the card before? I will keep this one. Bottom Windswept Tooth. Oh, the card before was Spirit Mantle. Alright, Versing a foiled out online Heliod Company deck. Little bagel guy. We're going to need to draw an aura, which is going to allow us to cast these daybreaks, right? Conclave Mentor. You love to see it. Second Conclave Mentor? Not quite. Alright, we're doing it, team. We are doing it. That's a stupid land to play, actually. If I draw a white aura, I can't do Aura Daybreak. Next turn. Oh my god, look at this mana. Jesus. This is just a giant walking ballista. That'd be kind of funny because we can path it away. 10. He can make a 5-powered walking ballista here. Boop. Alright, a few points to the face. And opponent, no cards in hand. Let's hope we top deck better than they do. And again, Dryad Arbor, stupid decision. It's an aura. Imagine if we had one extra land here. How much more aggressive our clock would be. Auriok Champion. Well, I'm glad that's not Skyclave Apparition. Hell yeah. Now we're drawing. Let's go, man. Alright, our opponent's dead next turn if they don't interact with us. They need to do something here. They draw a land. Alright, we got this one, people. And for good measure, Ethereal Armor. Like a god. I said I'm trying all that glitters. Yeah, I'm trying it currently. Instead of Spirit Mantle. Yeah. Oh, wait, right. That was from before. Never mind. Sorry, man. Alright. Alright, so Decide is dedicated hate for this matchup. We don't have a lot of hate for this matchup, but Decide is dedicated hate. Cards to take out, maybe one of All the Glitters or a one of Core Spirit Dancer would probably be better to remove. We can bring in some Gadok Teagues actually because they shut off Collected Company. I think like 2 Gadok Teagues is probably fine. So 3 Spirit Dancers out. 1 Decide and 2 Teague in. I'm loaning my White Devotion Heliod combo deck to a friend for an event this weekend. Oh, cool. What event's going on? Are you not playing in it? Have you got something else on? Hand looks good. We keep. Dedicating 2 Decide and 1 containment piece to the sideboard. Yeah, man. Oh, are you playing Bogles this weekend, Pirate John? Yeah. Containment Priest is sweet. I haven't it used to get a lot of play in Legacy, but I haven't seen it really ever get much traction in Modern. Alright, opponent has a Heliod, a fancy looking Heliod. Let's just get in for 3 and hope they don't kill us this turn and hope we top deck that Decide. That'd be pretty sweet. Are they holding up Coco? Fuck off, man. Well, I'm just going to let him gain life. And if he wants to try off infinite life gain, he can. I'm not conceding this. This is bullshit. I've got a card that literally removes Heliod. There's no point. Stupid fucking card combination, man. It's so strong. Literally, all I want to see is do we top deck decide, and that will tell me whether or not we continue playing this game or not. You figure one containment is good against Death and Tatches, Coco, and Dredge. Yeah, that's reasonable. Because it stops anything off Ether Vial, anything off of Flicker Wisp, and it stops the Germ active on the Stoneforge Mystic, on the Batterskull, right? It's good against Coco, it's good against Dredge, yeah. A lot of good stuff there. Yeah, I get it, man. You have a million life. Cool. Well, I guess in the spirit of everything, I won't attack because I'm technically not killing him on life anyway. Containment specifies non-token. Okay, my bad. I guess it still does a lot, though. Alright, so my opponent can get their Walking Ballista. They go for Arbor Elf here, sure. Crack. Yeah, I like the idea of containment priest. That's a good idea. Decide. That card does not read decide. Cool. Spike Feeder for the win. You can only assume if they get the Arbor Elf there as well that they've got the Walking Ballista in hand. Like, let's be serious there for a minute. I think I want to bring in the extra Teague for an All That Glitters, and we'll just submit. We're probably going to need to cheat this game, be my assumption. Fuck off, man. Wow, these hands are so good. What is this fucking garbage, dude? Could I draw like a non-forest land just one of these freaking games, man? Is that too much to ask? Jesus, dude. Alright, good old 4 cards plays 7 cards. Let's go. Opponent with that juicy stop on my upkeep, presumably from the Captain Ranger of AUS. I'm sure he'll realize momentarily. Cool, here we go. So we basically want to hit land into decide. White mana into decide. And then we have a fighting chance. Until that happens, we do not have a fighting chance. Alright, step 1. White mana in decide is pretty good, yeah. Alright, decide off the top. Or else we're, you know, effectively dead to Spike Feeder. There's the Spike Feeder! I'm so excited, man. Like, literally, what's the point, man? I get that you have infinite life. What's the point? I literally showed that I wasn't attacking last game as well, and he's still just. I don't know. Is this something that Heliod players actually feel is needed? Huh? I don't know what more I can do. Oh my god. Okay. Well, our opponents effectively got us on infinite life, but we can still have the bigger creature and deck them. What a draw. If only it was one turn earlier, we wouldn't have to battle through infinite life. Looks like my opponent's got the collected company. I'm sure he's just going to gain 1,000,000 life now. Well, I mean... Do I attack? Don't I attack? Who knows? All I know is my opponent's probably going to run out 8 minutes of his clock just doing these actives to go up to like 500, man. And also what I know is I kind of need to attack to like gain life if I ever get lifelink. So this is like a very odd spot. Alright, I hope you're all enjoying this fun and interactive match right now. Opponent decides his own Heliod to fizzle the trigger. What? That is very interesting. Absolutely absurd. Okay, well, I might as well just start attacking now. Whatever. We'll try. Another Heliod. Cool. I literally don't have another decide either. Cool. Well, I'm done with this game. We're obviously going to lose it from this point, so there's no point playing on. I guess I could have held decide until my opponent's tapped out or some shit, but like... God, why are they playing decide as well? That is stupid, man. I'm sure he's brought it in as well to remove my enchantments. It's like probably mirror match tech. He's brought it in to remove my enchantments, and he's gone, oh crap, I can fizzle the trigger here. Wow. Hot damn, man. Hot damn. That's a rough one. Alright, match number 5 versus C not Iog. Versing Aluris deck. We lost the die roll, which means we're on the draw. Sounds like not great. Again, cycle some canopies to help get us there. What did I side in and why? I sideboarded in 1 Decide and 3 Gadok Teagues. Decide exiles my opponent's Heliod, obviously, and Gadok Teague stops them casting Collected Company. I think we keep this in the blind. It's probably a shadow deck. 3 Gaddock. 1 to your side. We lose. Just in case you're AFK, man, I'm just going to type that shit down there for you. Cool. Turn 1 Thoughtseize OP. Let's go, Shadow. Can eventually get it back with Aluris, but that's going to be pretty late on in the scheme of things. Hopefully my opponent's only creatures are Death Shadow and they sort of run out of ways to damage themselves. They're going Magmatic Channeler? Bomat Courier, right. Hey, we did it! How good does it feel to be this skillful to rip that? Oh yeah. Let's go. Alright, so the biggest, scariest thing is going to be Scourge of the Skyclaves here. He probably has it. There's the Croxer. He can't Scourge this turn. We go double Aura next turn. We attack for 6. We put him to 8. They go to 7 when they fetch. Think this is fine. Wow, look at all these wonderful lands we're drawing, people. Alrighty. Let's get in there for 6 points of damage now. And, you know, let's see what our opponent can do to follow that one up. I semi-expect Death Shadow here. No. Alright, so Scourge of the Skyclaves or Death Shadow, but you don't want to die to flying. We played the Horizon Canopy so it doesn't get discarded to a Croxer effect. That way we can, you know, cycle it next turn to get a card deeper for that second aura, or that fourth aura, sorry, and kill our opponent. Discarding Dismember Knight's Whisper of the first Bomat Courier. Alright, discarding... What is it? Thoughtseize Bomat Courier? Discards Thoughtseize. Iox sees nothing. I don't know how he wins from this point. But you know... Ethereal Armor. We're too good, people. With top decks like this. Oh, ripping that second Bogle was very, very fortunate for us. Alright, so in this Shadow matchup, we're going to definitely want our ley lines. We're probably going to want our Lurrus as well. Rest in Peace is just going to be overboarding. All That Glitters is going to be our weakest aura. Path to Exile is definitely needed. And probably our next weakest aura is going to be Spider Umbra here. Could minus a Spirit Dancer. Yeah, sweet. Alright, that'll do. We want to keep in all our Grist Spoon because the evasion is just that important. We can sometimes get like hurt by a Plague Engineer, but usually that's against like a Jund variant, and this is just black-red from what I've seen. Alright, well we keep this hand, excuse me, but obviously it's weak to Thoughtseize. Alright, it's the Swiss Beer hand. We are good. We might potentially be facing Blood Moon in this matchup. I like drawing that. That means I can save my Windswept Heath. Looks like he's set up for a turn 2 Thoughtseize this time, which is odd. Otherwise, maybe he doesn't have the Thoughtseize, he's just wanting to draw Mishra's Bauble as late as possible, or get as much information about the top of our library as possible. Yeah, he goes for Night's Whisper. Okay, that's fine. Goodness, these lands are coming on thick and fast here, people. Very thick and fast. Alright. Play our best cards. I think if we're not aggressive, we're probably not going to win. We could be turning on like a big Death Shadow or a big Scourge of the Skyclaves, but like if I had lifelink, I don't know, I'd probably play it the same. There's the Blood Moon. I mean, we did sort of expect that, right? It's not the best here. If we top deck All That Glitters, we win. That's pretty good too. I said we might have to worry about these Blood Moons and, you know, fetching around at both conserved life total and means we play out that Hyena Umbra. So opponent's on 1. We'll see what he has. He could have like a couple of giant creatures here, and as long as he doesn't get rid of our Path to Exile, then we'll be okay. That's fine. Alright, if his plan is like play Scourge Chump Block here, it's not going to work. Yeah, that's exactly his plan. Patharino. Alright, well, we almost made that look easy. Go team. Alright, so that is the 3-2. Let's just go ahead and select our screen, because apparently I need to do this manually every time at the moment until I work out what else I'm doing. Alright, so that all went pretty well. As I was saying before though, I'm not convinced by All That Glitters. I really do think just Spirit Mantle is in a better place at the moment. So we'll bring like 2 Spirit Mantles back into the deck. I think we can also minus a Griff Spoon, up a Spider Umbra, and just put it back to the same configuration we had the main deck there in. Sideboard wise, I feel like I want to do something. I feel like I want a second Decide, because Heliod's just really that annoying. And I might just remove 1 Force of Vigor to allow that. Maybe not. Maybe I'll remove the Seal of Primordium. No, this is better balanced against like Eldrazi Tron or something. Alright, so yeah, that's going to be the list going forward. So yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you had a blast. I am going to be ending it there. I know this is a little bit earlier than when I normally end things. But yeah, we finished 2 leagues, and I want to chop up this video with some video editing so I can upload it for my viewers tonight. So thanks so much, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Cheers. And if I'm lucky here, I can transition to a screen ending. Did that just transition? I have no idea. Let's click on that one and see. And I want to chop up this video with some video editing so I can upload it for my viewers tonight. So thanks so much, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Cheers. And if I'm lucky here, I can transition to a screen ending. Cool. Did that just that worked. Sick. Yes.